Welcome to my Barlates Body Blitz segment foam rolling stretch. I wanted to show you what I do with my foam roller just to loosen up all of my tired muscles. I think it's a really great stretching tool, so if you don't have one, you can get them really cheap in most department stores. I highly recommend them. Okay, we're just going to do a flowing head to toe stretch. It's not going to be very long, so it's something you can do at the end of most of your workouts. I actually do it to start off a workout in order to wake up my muscles before I get into any hard routines, especially in winter when your muscles are very cold. So it will start right at the bottom. Just put your ankles onto that roller and roll back and forth. So you can flex your feet. I like to use the whole weight of my body, so I tend to suspend myself on my hands like this. That allows me to get deeper and put more weight onto that roller. So you just basically have to move back and forth, and if you need to bring it in closer, shift your body around. So feeling that pushing against your calves. And if you find any tight spots, you can actually sit there for a little while as well in that position. So right now, behind my knees, I can feel quite a bit of tightness. So I'm trying to roll back and forth, loosening, and making sure I don't overdo it as well. So if you find that this is just a little bit too much weight, then you can come down here and sit on your glutes and just roll back and forth like this. Now I'm going to turn my heels in together, so that will help me to get to a different part of my calves and behind my knees. Once again, rolling back and forth. You can also do this on one leg, so just getting the other leg out of the way and just using it to help suspend you so your arms don't get too tired. And then other side, so I'm still on the outside, with my toe facing out, just pushing against my shin. Back and forth, rolling. And then I'm going to come to the inside and same thing again. So make sure you've got enough space and just rolling. Whatever feels good for you. There's no exact formula how to do this, just where you feel the tightness coming out. And then my other leg, rolling away. That feels great. Pushing on that. And then once you've finished with your calves, you can move further up. Actually sit on it and then roll away. So all the way to the base of your glutes. Feeling your hamstrings releasing. That feels wonderful. And then just turning your feet out. So you're starting to get the side of your thighs a little bit. Keep adjusting until you feel comfortable. It should feel good. If you prefer to be on a mat, you can do that too. And now I'm going to do a bit of inner thigh. So I'm just going to roll with that leg on top and turning my inner thigh against the roller. And if you want to suspend it to make it more intense, you can. Just push yourself up, push your hips up off the ground. That's great. Other side. May not look very glamorous. You may be twisting and turning all over the place, but just do whatever works for you. I can feel a bit of tightness there behind my knee, so I'm just going to sit there and wiggle about for a second. You can even just hold it on that pressure point. And then I'm going to sit on the roller and just roll back and forth on my glutes. If you're careful, you can even take your feet off, so you have even more weight on those glutes. And then if you want to do a bit of hip, Just twist to the side. I like to keep this leg elevated and then just use the other leg to push back and forth. Just keep readjusting. If your floor is slippery like mine, you're going to have to keep moving with that roller. And then other side. Just rolling back and forth, holding it in place. Come further down if you want a bit more of that out of thigh area. And then you can come down onto your front and just above your knees and back and forth. Slowly to start off with, you'll probably find a lot of tightness in your quads. I always do. So I'm just starting off gently. Nice sweeping motion. That feels wonderful. And then turn your heels together and you'll get more of that inner thigh. All the way up. And if you turn your knees together and point your toes together, get a little bit more of that outer thigh area. Now to get into the knee area, a lot of people have knee problems. So you can actually come all the way up like this onto your shins. And loosening up this whole knee area can really help prevent injury in the knees or tightness. Sometimes it's just tight ligaments that are causing that straining feeling. So just loosening them up, moving around, however it feels comfortable to you, can really help before you start doing a workout, especially with lunges and things like that. And then if you want to, just once again on one side, and just find any tight spots. Go back and forth on those. And other side. Feels good. And then in the hip flexor area, a lot of people have tightness there, so lean over slightly to one side. Just roll back and forth through that hip flexor. Always listening to your body. You might find that some of these hurt, so don't do them. Find a position that works for you. And other side. That feels nice through the hips. And then one of my favorites, come all the way onto your back and put it onto that lower back area. And if you want, you can roll all the way down your spine. Really brace your core here. Hold your tummy in so that you aren't putting all your weight on there. You're supporting yourself slightly. Because the spine is quite a vulnerable area. And if you want to come all the way to the top portion of your back, you can bring your arms up and just rock back and forth. Try never to come onto your neck. Just stay on your shoulder blades there. And if you want to, you can move side to side a bit. And then I like to actually bring it underneath my rib cage. And again, roll back and forth like this. Keeping that leg up in the air just helps to somehow roll a little bit further. It works for me, but you don't have to. You can stay down like this. My floor is really slippery. I'm cleaning my floor with my leggings at the moment. Don't know if you can see all of the dust on there. Ah, that feels good. And then just come to the other side. Rolling. Ah, that's a really tight area. That under the arm, that area. Really sore. Ah, that feels good. And then just coming to the front of your arms, rolling all the way forward from your wrists to your elbows, changing the positioning of your palms. So if you want to place your palms up, or place them down, or place them facing in and out. And then the top of your arms. This one really hurts for me, the tricep. Can really feel this, even just lying here for a bit. You can roll a little bit. Really sore for me. Probably because I just worked them recently. Elbow joint. And then if you want to, you can just bring your shoulder onto there and use your weight of your body to press down on that. That one feels good as well. And the front of your shoulder, so just angle your body. Really good. And the other side. So first of all, bringing that arm underneath and just stretching through the back of that shoulder. Really try to push your body weight onto that roller. And then just the front head of the shoulder. Any front raises, get into that front head, especially the lightweight bar work we do. Generally your shoulders get a good caning, most of my workouts anyway. And this is great for it. And then another thing you can do is lie on it like this. Just lie on it with your spine and wiggle back and forth. Be careful here. And you can just be heavy into the floor. I can't put my head down because of my battery pack, but you can lie your head all the way down and just allow your body to relax. And that is it. So that's like a total body foam rolling stretch, and you should feel pretty good afterwards. I look forward to working out with you next time.